Hello children, I welcome all of you in today's EVS session. In EVS session, we are studying chapter number 3, Storage of Water. Chapter number 3, Storage of Water. In previous session, we have seen old water stores. And children, do you remember which are the old water stores? So, old water stores are wells, water tanks in forts, draw wells, that is ARD. Fourth, river and bunds. Fifth, old reservoirs. Sixth, old tanks, that is Haud. So children, these are the things, that is old water stores, that we have seen in previous sessions. We have also seen the pictures of those water stores. Now, today we are going to see recent systems that of water storage. So, first of all, you can see here dams. The most important of all recent water storage is the dam. Dams made it possible to store huge quantities of water. As a result, more land was brought under cultivation. Cities began to grow. It became possible to set up factories and generate electricity. Maharashtra has several large dams such as Jaikwadi, Koyna, Ujni, and Yeldari. Then, next is bore wells. Earlier, wells were dug to reach the water under the ground, but it was not possible to draw deep seated groundwater. Now, with the help of electric pumps, it is possible to do so. Borewells are dug for this purpose. These wells are very deep but very narrow. Now, let's see the next, that is Panpoi, drinking water stands. People out on the roads need water when they are thirsty. In some places, big clay jars of drinking water are kept for the use of such people. This water is offered free of charge. This is known as Panpoi. Panpois are set up by individuals or institutions. Panpois are very useful, especially in summer. Now we are going to see that Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj gave the instructions for the construction of hill forts. So let us see what are those instructions. A fort, that is hill fort, should be built after first finding out if there is water in the place. If there is no water and if it becomes necessary to fortify the place, then by breaking the rocks, reservoirs and tanks should be built. One should not wholly depend upon the suppositions that there is a spring of water in the fort and that it would somehow or other supply enough water. For storing water, 2 or 4 reservoirs should be constructed. Water from them should not be allowed to be spent. The water in the fort should be well protected. So, children, in this chapter, we have seen traditional methods of water storage, modern methods of water storage, and economical use of water. And always remember, water is a natural resource. All living things need water. We must keep this in mind when we use water. So, this was all about storage of water. Children, you also read this chapter at home. Thank you. Bye.